Hi there. Welcome to Real Talk with Angry Soccer Mom. This week's discussion topics, as always, include anything you believe is newsworthy about racism, bigotry, and inequality in America. And unfortunately, this week especially, it's pretty much everything. Jillian, yay, I'm happy you're here. Hi, Kim, how's it going? I hear. Oh, thank you. I have a lot to say. Thank you. This is a tough one. This is, I cannot imagine how, if I feel this way, Eugene, welcome. Oh, and also welcome to the show. I'm so happy you made it. Awesome. Jillian, and also address the Karen in New York who called the police and lying on the black. Yes. Oh my God, the whole thing. Central Park falsifying that he was threatening her. Oh, it's crazy. Yes. All the above, and if I don't address it, then you can bring it up, and I'm here to learn too. Melanated Misfit, welcome. I know, America is the world's. I don't even know what to say. And people will call us, you just don't love your country. No, actually, we would love our country. I'm not speaking for anyone but myself. If maybe it would live up to its potential and actually give liberty and justice for all, the for all part. We kind of skipped over that, didn't we? Global Entertainment, hello. Thank you for being here. Very happy to have you. So the show is meant to be an opportunity for viewers to speak their mind and also to serve as an educational tool for white people who want to learn the truth about our real racial history and systemic racism in America. And there's a lot to learn. It's more than, if you're new to this, good luck. No, I'm just kidding. It's a tough continuum, that's for sure. Lifelong. But before we start, I want to introduce myself in case there's anybody who doesn't know who I am. And all new people are welcome. And Ronald, hi. Yay. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate it. You guys you have no idea how supported I feel. And it's what a week. I don't know what you guys think, but wow. So we'll get right into it. I'm angry soccer mom, more disappointed in my fellow humans, not you, but many of my fellow humans, then angry, and my kids don't play soccer. So there we are. So if you like what you hear tonight or believe in, my mission, I guess you could say, my attempt to educate white America. Hey, Pat, thanks for being here. Yay, I'm glad you got my message. Then please subscribe, watch videos. I have beginner ones for if you have never heard of racism. I'm not racist. No, okay, it's not about you. If you have somebody on that level, show them my beginner stuff's nice. Don't show them my old stuff. It's not nice. Oh, Global Entertainment TV. What is wrong with American? Or is it, What is wrong with America? Or is it so abysmal? If I knew, I don't know. I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I'm going to say white people. That's a very simple answer. We have a white people problem in America. And no, I love white people. Don't get me wrong. I'm just honest. Nails and glitter, yay. We have a white people problem. It's just a fact. I'm not trying to be nasty. I am a white person. I don't have bad, I have a little bad self-esteem, let's be real, but it's not that bad. I love white people. It's not that. It's that I'm honest. Our culture is totally screwed up. And I won't get into it, but Global Entertainment TV, you have me going. I got to stick to the program. But yeah, we have a white person problem. And every single white person in America can jump right in and help at any moment. You can go from A to Z and start caring any time. So, Eugene, America still has its old system in place. If folks don't see a problem, they won't try to fix it. Right. And absolutely. Thank you, Eugene. Abso-stinkin-lutely. So if you're new to this and you like what you hear, or you want to check out or send stuff to people who, maybe it's easier to send somebody else's things to them rather than to tell them you're really racist and you better stop, or, whatever. telling someone they're racist doesn't have to be like evil. It's just, if you want to try to help them learn, it's really hard because they don't want to listen. Like, I need to tell you that. So anyway, please subscribe, consider subscribing, ring the bell. And I have some quick announcements and we will get going. And tonight's kind of a lot, not content wise, but it's been a really intense night, week, year, life. I don't know. It's just, I don't know what to say. You guys know. It's like, so I wanted to make a quick announcement. I am always looking for people who have breaking news. And unfortunately, with this news cycle, it's basically every 5 hours it turns over. So 5 hours later, no one cares anymore. And that's thank you to the absolutely insane Trump. And I don't mean that rudely. I think he's insane. I think he is extremely mentally ill. So I'm not making fun of mentally ill people. I'm just saying the man's undiagnosed. He's not good. Okay, I'm not a doctor, but I don't think it takes one. So if you see a breaking story and you want to pass it my way, I'd be very, very thankful. I have a lot of friends that do that already, and I am so appreciative because I, quite frankly, can't keep up. If you feel really strongly something needs to be said, put that, and I will be real to me. I will put it because I get so many messages, but I mean, I want to do what my friends want. So if you really feel strongly, just put it in there and I will do my very best. If you have any connections that you know about, I'm one person and I live at home alone in a little, no, but if you have any connections that you think I should know about, let me know. I need support. That's all what can I say. This is overwhelming to keep up with and I want to do a good job. So don't be afraid to reach out. I started an Instagram thanks to my friend Dan. I have no clue how to use it. Nothing. I'm horrible. I have a Twitter. Don't know how to use that either. Oh, well, but I'm going to get there. Garrick, welcome. Ironically, with the current events with COVID-19, America's racism has made itself sick and it's seen the consequences of an untreated illness. I think that is eloquently put. Yep. When people are already just pushed upon and pushed upon and pushed upon, there's only so much a group of people can take. And you just can't add any more until the cracks just start breaking into big holes, and it's awful. And that's what I'm here for. My goal in life is to try to educate as many people as I can, the white folks. I don't have a place educating Black people or brown people or Indigenous people. That's really arrogant. That's really obnoxious. And I could say more, but I don't want to get kicked off YouTube. Try to be kind of careful since I got kicked off Facebook, although they didn't tell me what I did. And yeah, that, but, so if you have any connections or any help or any suggestions, I am all ears. Melanated misfit. Racism is incurable. It's time we speak their language or this won't stop. Now, part of the thing, thank you. Part of the thing, I like to try to educate white people. And a lot of people might go, ha, 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 that's hilarious. It's been, and it is kind of in a way, like, how arrogant am I to do that? However, the truth of the matter is I'm actually quite open. I'm here to try to do my best I can to educate white folks. The fact of the matter is it's been centuries. It might take a little more than education. It might take actual, I don't know what white folks in America respond to. I'm not advocating for it, but let me tell you, when those Black Panthers went out to Ahmaud Arbery's area, they made a statement. And I am not a military person in any way, shape, or form, but I got to say, I opened up my eyes and I noticed and I saw, and I hope to help other people did. I think it is pathetic that white folks in America can't act human, but it's been centuries. How long does a group of people wait not to get more than everybody else, just to get the equity that they are so earned and deserve it and having? I don't know. I don't know the answer. Is it a week? Is it a month? Is it 4 centuries? I don't know. Let me take some comments. Okay. I'm going to try to keep up with comments. Okay. Global TV. People are so very, very angry with our police departments. Oh, yes, absolutely. It's, I got to tell you, I almost didn't want to do the show today because it's like, I felt like, who the hell am I to come on here? But then I realized, like, I'm talking to white folks, and that is my calling to do. And so I have the support of a lot of people who are non-white, and I so appreciate it. But this is the time I need to speak out more. And I'm not always perfect. I make mistakes. And if you want to practice anti-racism and learn how to fully be human and you're white, you are going to screw up and you have to suck it up. And that includes me. Suck it up and try harder and learn from your mistakes. And yes, people will think you're racist as hell, and people will think you're not genuine, and people will think, oh, I've had it all. But it's not about us. Newsflash, it's not about the white people. Okay, so it's not an easy thing to do to go all out. You can't, this is not a hobby. You have to educate yourself. So let me take more comments. Yeah, people are, oh, yeah. Oh. Eugene, America still has an old system. Oops, did I already read that? Oopsie, 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 oopsie. Yes, I did. Sorry. But I didn't, at least I got back to nails. Okay, let me see. That was global entertainment. I'm going to get on the ball here. Melanated misfit. I just want to go back to you for a second. I get a lot of people think racism is incurable. I obviously don't. I noticed racism when I was 6 years old, didn't know what the name was for it, didn't understand, didn't know why all the adults were pretending it wasn't there. I was very confused. I was lost. I thought I was imagining it. And thank God when I got older, I got to be 12 and I started like reading and stuff. And then I was like, okay, there's something to this. Something's, I was raised around all white people. My parents never uttered a racial slur in their life, nor did my grandparents, nor did anyone I have ever known in person. Okay, up until my adulthood, in which case, okay, can't say that's true. But when I was 12, I tried to figure it out a little bit. It's a lifelong process. So I truly believe people can, and I was raised in the I don't see color era. And that might sound good, but it's not. Good is to be educated. And that's a gift you give to your children. So if you're white, that's a big gift you give to your children. Because you know what? Us whites, we can pretend we don't see it, and we can go our entire lives. It's sick, but it's true. And so if you're white and you really care about your kids, you will get on the ball and educate yourself so you can educate your own children in cultural competency and racial responsibility. It's not that hard. It just takes dedication. All right, I will shut up and take more comments. Okay, if I can find my spot. Sorry, I am just such a veg tonight. And Melanie Misfit, I'm not downing your opinion. I absolutely, your take, that is your reality. I don't know if it can be, individually it can be, worked with. As a society, I definitely am on board. Systemic racism. It may take violence. It's like the Civil War never freaking came to a conclusion. When we pulled out of the South with the 1877 Compromise, I think it was the worst mistake of our nation's life, if a nation has a life. So, and a lot of folks who follow what I do, they know I believe that this is the end of our democratic republic. Like, I truly feel like this is the end. I don't know. Enough about me. Let's get cracking here. Willie, sadly in the U.S., a cop can kneel and kill a black man, but a black man cannot kneel in protest of this. Thank you, Willie. That is an incredible hypocrisy. It's disgusting. White folks, oh my God. That. White people in America are more upset because someone dared to kneel. They dared to publicly, peacefully protest the unconscionable horror and crimes against humanity that systemic racism is. And they care more about the goddamn person who is kneeling than the issue. That is disgusting. That's amoral. That's a character flaw. And so, yeah, when I say we have a white person problem, I don't mean it meanly. I just mean factually. And yes, I'll probably drive white folks away because that's a really scary thing to say. And it's mean and it's not nice, but it's true. And I'm here to talk like the truth, not speak the truth, not just like, baby people. It's people are dying. Hello, dying. And it's been centuries. Nothing's working. So it's time to be real. Absolutely. One of my first videos I did it on how disgusted I was that, so many white folks are more interested in the fact that they don't want to see somebody protesting because, it makes them have to actually think about it. Go watch a football game with black folks playing and great athletes and all that. But when it comes to their human rights, oh, forget that. That's just psycho. So I'm, I have to say, great comments. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Willie. Eugene, I'm surprised Facebook didn't take my video down. Oh, don't worry, they will. No, I'm just kidding. I can't wait to see your video. Eugene did a video and I was rushing like a crazy woman to try to get ready for the show. And so I couldn't see it at the last second, but I'm definitely going to check it out. I will check out anybody's videos. I am here in part as a platform trying to provide people, an audience, I guess you could say. I don't have a huge audience. I used to have a kind of huge audience, but not huge. I had a decent audience on Facebook. It was decent because I was also an editor for Dixon White and I was doing a lot of stuff. So I could get to a lot of white folks. But now I am just working on my YouTube channel and my Twitter that I don't know how to use and my, what else is it? Oh, Instagram that I don't know how to use. So yeah, major failure, but I'll figure it out. So Eugene, I bet you did great and I can't wait. And I totally want to put it on my channel. Nails and glitter. The FBI told us there's a racism problem in the police department. Why? Something America needs to wake up. Yeah, was that like 13 years ago, maybe? They know. We have basically an infiltration of Ku Klux Klan people. The FBI, our FBI, Trump's FBI, actually has it documented. You can look up, you can read about it. And what have they done since then? Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. And that's disgusting. You see, here's the problem. We have solutions. As white people, we have solutions. We just won't use them. And that just takes it to a whole nother level. I truly believe systemic racism can be dismantled. The ruling elite don't want to. And that makes me sick. And so it's not going to come from top down. It's going to have to be grassroots, bottom up. And I do not tell Black people, brown people, or African-American people, indigenous people, how to act, what to do, how to think, how to feel. But I can say, as a white person, this isn't working. This just is not working. And I don't have the answers. I sure as hell don't have the answers, but I know what's not working. And white folks are not stepping up to the plate. Some are, but less than 1%, maybe. I mean, I don't know the percentages, but clearly not enough. How do I know this, you might ask? Because systemic racism is alive and thriving. All right, I promise to shut up and read. Global TV says, Entertainment TV says, great point. Thank you, Nails and Glitter are always a good. Pat, I will kneel when shit like killing unarmed Black men happen for no damn reason, Pat. Absolutely. I have been the only one kneeling in a giant room of 500 to 1,000 white people. And let's just say I wasn't getting the look of love. And you know what? Tough beans. Tough shit for them. Mr. FS Black, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And when I say that, I can say that now. I was shivering in my britches. I had people who looked like they were like Klan. But you know what? I'm sorry. It's nothing compared to what my brothers and sisters who are Black and brown and African American deal with every minute of every day. So you know what? I'll have a little panic attack there and I'll survive. But they might not, and you might not, and that's not right. And that's barbaric. That's sick. Okay, I'm on a rampage again. Oh my gosh, I get triggered by all these things, but thank you. The comments are fantastic. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Let me back up to Pat. Absolutely. Garrick, kneeling on an African American's neck is what racists like to see. Keep him and her in their place. That we'll get into that. That was I don't want to say. Absolutely. I'm starting to evolve even, it's a lifelong thing for white people. We'll never get there. I will never know what it's like to live in a society based on white supremacy. Okay. I can get a little idea because I'm studying really hard and I talk to people and I want to learn. I want to get this somehow, but it's I'll die not knowing everything. And that's the way it goes. But I'm going to try to do the best I can as one person. And yeah, I'm one person, but you know what? I can't stand sitting and watching. I can't watch and do nothing while my fellow humans it is just so incredibly sick. The systemic racism, it's sick. It's just sick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm a little bit, this week's been a tough one. I can't imagine how it's been for folks who aren't white, who actually have to live it and breathe it. And Garrick, yeah, good point. Uh-oh, if you hear my cat, let me know. Just put cat and I'll get, the little guy he hears my voice. Global TV entertainment. America's a spoiled child and needs to be spanked by the world, don't you think? Oh, hell yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I am not into spanking. I've never spanked any of my kids because my parents spanked the living shit out of me, and I didn't need it. Some people, I suppose, might say people need it. As my sister says, I needed to be beaten. Well, I didn't, and my parents did anyway, and they didn't beat me. They just whipped me and did things to me. So I've never whacked my kid. But let me tell you, that is a great analogy. We need a giant mirror and a giant spanking for our absolute selfish, immature arrogance. Don't even get me going. See, no wonder I get triggered by everybody. Yes, I think. Yes. Okay. Let me just see. Nails and glitter. Thank you, Global Entertainment TV. Awesome comments. America, the government, or Americans? There's a huge difference. I don't know, Nails and glitter. There is a huge difference. And I love that you brought that out. I don't know. I'm in my own little world with what I see, very, very one-sided. I don't hang around with too many white folks. Okay, let me reword that. White folks don't hang around with me very much anymore. I guess you could say that. I mean, it's fine. Honestly, I ate in the library alone all of high school. I'll survive. Okay, I didn't have a single friend. Okay, I lived. I'd rather be alone than have people who don't care about their fellow humans. It's just not right. So I'm very privileged. I can do that. A lot of people can't. Most people can't. But yeah, there is a huge difference. And that's something I like to remind people. And Nails and Glitter, you spot on. And in our country, I don't know. I know a little bit more about China because I get to talk to people from China all the time because of my work. And they love America. They don't like Trump, but they love America. They have a very big divide between the government and them. It's a long story. But anyway, thank you, Nails and Glitter. Garrick, yes. 2008, 2009, James Comey told President Obama white supremacists have infiltrated the military and law enforcement. Oh, yeah. And yeah. Even, I think I was referring to actually before then. I can't really say, but yeah. No, this is not like some mystery. Okay. White supremacists don't usually wear hoods anymore, and they don't, blow up like Nazi signs and swastikas on their lawn on fire, and they might still, but no, there's a whole, it is transformed into a whole covert operation. It's terrifying. I mean, some of the groups that follow this kind of thing, like the ACLU, Southern Poverty Law Center, CARE, they actually update us on the new symbols, the new, covert operations. I mean, it's a whole, it's not pretty. Easy to miss, really easy to miss. It's kind of scary. Like today, I just put on a video of this man. I don't know who he was. I was crammed for the show, getting ready. He got pulled over, and this might not seem like a big deal. He got pulled over for speeding 5 miles under the speed limit. Okay. He looked very scared to me. He's a black man, big guy, it looked like. I couldn't tell from the angle. And a smart ass cop, very friendly, jovial. I'm sorry, he had a Southern accent that just, okay, whatever. He was full of shit. He pulled him over for going 5 miles under the speed limit. Well, it's on my channel. It was gaslighting. It was intimidation. It was so covert. Oh my God. Just tell me what you think if you have a chance. I was like disgusted. Very tall man, Browns. Thank you for being here. How exciting. Sweet. Uh-oh, I have to go back. Because I got scrolled. Oh my gosh. Let me see here. Always am losing my place. Okay. Let me see. Okay, where was I? It scrolls up the minute people put things, so just bear with me. I am sorry. Garrick, you make a bunch of white supremacists threaten. Take it as a compliment. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, actually, I did get my. Who cares about my threat? It's nothing compared to life. For non-white folks, it's nothing. It's inconsequential. But yeah, right. You have to gauge it on different things. Like if somebody does a video that's a parody, I'm like, yeah, I'm in the big time. People are listening. I had a guy do that. It was really weird. All he did was call me fat, ugly, and a lesbian. I'm like, but what about the subject matter? It's like, who cares if I'm fat, ugly, and a lesbian? I'm not a lesbian, but like, I don't care if I was. So, and I am kind of fat, but not, whatever. And I don't care if I'm ugly, but okay. The point is the dude had nothing to say because what do you say? That's why I can't debate a Trump supporter. What am I going to say? I'm sorry. You're not a nice person. You're a very inhumane person. And I truly believe that. And I will say it, and I'll use my privilege to do so. And I know it sounds really mean, but I'm on another rampage. I got to stick to it. I'm all over the place. If you support a man who is racist, bigoted, misogynistic, and absolutely inhumane, then you yourself are all of the above. You may not consider yourself racist if you're white, but the problem is it wasn't a deal breaker for you. So just live with that. I am happy to educate any white person that wants to be, as long as they're not really, really like off the charts. I can't help people if they're off the charts. That's not, I can help people if they want to learn, and that's it. But yeah, Garrick, thank you. Melanated Misfit. I won't allow anyone to guilt me into worshiping a flag soaked with the blood of my ancestors. Thank you for that comment. Damn. Thank you. Yep. Oh, my little son, I never asked him to, and I'm extremely proud of him for this. He's a very reserved kid. When I think he was a sophomore, I said, you kneel for the flag, don't you? And he goes, absolutely. And I was like, my goal, I'm helpless. I'm one person, but I can raise kids that give a shit and will never do nothing in the face of total inequity, total inequality, injustice, etc., etc. So that was like a very proud mom moment. And I don't have a ton of those. Long story. Next. Yeah, definitely. No. Jonathan, when did the FBI say that? Hopefully somebody's gonna. Nails and Glitter. 2006, the FBI released a memo. Please go. Okay. What is it called? Story was covered into the, okay. I can find that for you after the show if you're not able to find it. Okay, I'll look it up that. Okay, Nails and Glitter. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nails and Glitter. Global Entertainment TV. Citizen of a black man is dead because of police we thought they were supposed to protect and serve. Well, they are, but unfortunately, they also have some very, very strong, overt, covert, all the above agendas. And they're racist as all living hell, as is every system in America, every social system we have in America, every organism, yes, every. I'm not saying that to be mean. It's a fact. That's how our nation was founded, built, developed, and made wealthy. If you're new to this, there's a lot to learn. It's shocking. A lot of new folks can't handle it and they run away. Or they think, yeah, right. Or maybe they say, yeah, right, run away and go look up some stuff. So we're going to get into that a little bit tonight with the help of everybody. Yeah, they're there to protect and serve white people. Some of them might protect and serve black people and brown people and indigenous, but they are there. It is an absolute, if you're white, you have to understand this. Protect and serve is a privilege. And it's not for everybody, according to our government. Because if it was, we wouldn't have this sick, barbaric, basically state-sanctioned murder. That's what I call it. State-sanctioned murder is what we have. I won't even get into that because I'll go on and on. Thank you, Global Entertainment. Gary, when your president is the leader of the white supremacists, this is what you get. Alastair and Trump love and encourage. Absolutely. In my mind, and Gary absolutely knows this, and I'm pretty sure agrees. I won't speak for you, but I want to. But Trump is the de facto modern leader of the world's Ku Klux Klan and white supremacy, whether he wants to or not. Abso-stinking-lutely. And he is very much aware of this. Okay. When will I have Colin? I will have Colin right after my rant. Thank you, Pat. Absolutely. And I'm going to get through this. Global Entertainment. We heard Twitter is up in arms with the president, with your president. Stop calling him my president. I hate him. Okay. It's gotten that crazy. We thought he loves Twitter. He loves Twitter. Okay, I've diagnosed him. He has a narcissistic personality disorder. It is not curable. Okay. I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that to understand there's no cure. If you choose to compensate, you can. And you can do things he doesn't want to. Like, I had to tell you that. He's certifiably, he needs a panel of experts, Freudian disciples from Austria that can do their PhD on him. And yeah, it's terrible. I feel he is truly a disturbed man. But yeah, he loves Twitter. And I read that too, that they, you know what? They should have booted him off. He's broken every rule. I mean, I don't know much about Twitter, but he's terrible. He's cruel. He's a bully. He's a con man and a bully. Jonathan, I'm about to tell Trump on his Twitter account. That's why we kneel, because I'll be back, y'all. Thank you. Do it. I'm not even on his thing. I can't bear to just. Okay. Confessions, true confessions. The first 2 weeks of his presidency, I couldn't bear to hear his voice. I cringed, this like visceral cringe. If I saw a magazine with him on it, oh my God. Long story. But yeah, so I never quite went there. But go at him. There's people around him are co's. They're clan members. That's what I call them. They're clan members because they aid and abet a man who is inhumane. Nails and Glitter. He, as the government, can't shut down a private organization. Freedom of speech exists to criticize the government. Yeah, well, he's trying. He's trying everything he can do. Pat, I will kneel when shit like killing an unarmed black man for no damn reason. Absolutely. Kneeling on an African-American neck is what racists, oh God, I backed it up too far. I'm blabbing again. Guys, what happens is every time people comment, it starts scrolling like crazy. Sorry, I got to catch up again. Sorry. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, this current climate sparked much protest. Since I didn't see cops telling those armed white supremacists to go home, they better not tell the peaceful protesters to go home either. Mr. F.S. Black. And you know, if they are Black, brown, or indigenous, they will absolutely, I mean, for white folks who don't know this, the origins of police were slave catchers. And we could have standards. Police don't do this in other countries that are like our country. They don't have to murder with impunity. It's a choice. We have solutions. People as a whole, or our government, I'm not sure which at this point, don't want solutions. They are invested in keeping Black, brown, and indigenous people in their place. This is purposeful, just like redlining. We created inner city poverty, and it was on purpose. Nothing is by accident. Don't for 1 second think it's by accident. Very tall man Browns, hello. Okay, we good this every day. Let me just catch up. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Keep scrolling. Willie, better to be shunned by the Klan than to be a member. Yes, definitely. Pat, look, when we had to stay at home because of this pandemic, most white folks didn't like it, and they complained about their constitutional rights were being violated. They really have not seen nothing yet. Well, this is the problem, and I discussed it last week. Absolutely, Pat. Is you see, we white folks, we have no idea what real oppression is. So, we don't get to go to our favorite ice cream store or we feel our cute, tender feelings are oppressed. And I'm not trying to make fun of white folks. It's just the truth. Okay. We have no clue what real oppression is. Not a one. Now, people will always say, oh, what about impoverished white people? Well, you know what? They still have white privilege. Don't even get me started. Okay. Everybody has different amounts, but they have white privilege. Okay. You cannot pretend to not be brown, Black, or indigenous. You cannot cover it up. There are things you can hide, not that you ever should have to, but let's be real about this. Okay. White folks can pretend they don't see racism and go about their entire life. Okay. That's a privilege. Yeah, we have no clue. None. What do I think of the Kanon stuff? I don't follow it that closely. I think it's kind of psycho, to be honest. It's scary and it's kind of like terrifying, pretty much terrifying. I don't know. It's like, we'll talk. It's terrifying. Tell me what you think of it. I think it's absolutely terrifying. Great question, though. Absolutely great question. Nails and glitter. In Michigan, the protesters shoved the cops. In Minnesota, used tear gas and rubber bullets. Shoved the cops in Minnesota. Are you talking about Michigan? Oh, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there is completely separate standards. We all know it. Some of us don't want to admit it, but it's the truth. Here, let me get through some more of these great comments. QAnon is gaslighting. I think they're just crazy. I just think they're, thank you, Eugene. Oh my gosh. You are so sweet. Thank you. Les, hello. Thank you for being here. Les has a bedtime at 10 o'clock Eastern. So I have to keep talking because I want you to hear all this stuff. Pat, well, good luck with that. Me? Tell me more. If you're talking to me, tell me. If not, you know what? It's tough. I don't blame anyone for feeling the way they feel. If I was a white person, I am a white person. If I was a black person, I would probably hate all white people. Just saying. I kind of know myself. I'd be so hurt. I'd probably be like, just stay away. I'm just guessing. I don't know. But so I absolutely don't blame anybody for When people say like they hate me, I'm a fake or something like that, I've had that happen like twice, I think, and I feel horrible, but I'd probably say the same damn thing, because you can only have so many horrific experiences until you just kind of believe what white people are about. And it's really pathetic and sad, but it's true. Anthony. Hello. Hi there, Kim. I'm Anthony. I live in Canada. I'm not a computer savvy, so I just figured out how to comment, and I am thrilled to have you. Subscribe to your channel. Thank you for inviting me to the live chat. I am so happy to have you. Just jump right in. This is a friendly environment. We are not mean. We're very real, but I mean, it's called real talk, so we have to be real. But even the most racist, over the top people, we treat them we respectfully kick their asses out here. No, just kidding. But no, this is not a place this is for adults. And I hope you will enjoy it. Global Entertainment TV. Thanks for your comment, Anthony. Global Entertainment TV. Take it easy, Angry Suck. Come on, you're doing fine. Don't let the haters get you down. I'm okay. Thank you. I'm just a little hyped today because I've never watched somebody be murdered before my eyes that close up. And I'm very, very empathetic to that, like, to pain. And it really, really, really impacted me. And I like to stay all, above, but I'm human. And that was, they murdered him in front of the world. And people were begging them to stop. And they did it anyway. And I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I'm worried about my brothers and sisters who are brown, black, and indigenous, and I love, and don't worry. I will survive. Thank you, though. You're very sweet. Let me see. Oh, Ghost Killa, welcome. Oh no, it scrolled up again. Pat, certainly not for blacks. I'm not sure what you're referencing, and I'm so sorry, Pat, because I absolutely. Good luck with that. Certainly not for blacks. Okay, tell me what you're referencing if you can. I'll catch up. Willie, the Asian cop isn't helping Asians any with the current issues they're having lately. There was an Asian cop in the last. Oh, that's right. He did. Yeah, I guess. I didn't even think about it. Yeah. Oh, no. It's unbelievable. One of my biggest things when raising kids is you do not stand and watch while an atrocity. I do not care. You do not stand and do nothing. And that's what they did. They stood there, people. I don't want to get into it. I'm going to get into it, but not. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, Willie. Garrick. Well, we all saw he wouldn't apologize for his firestorm or what he did to the exonerated Central Park 5. Oh, that was disgusting. Yeah, in fact, he doubled down like a sicko, ruined their lives, and God. You guys, that's the first thing I ever learned about him. I didn't know much about Trump because I don't follow, I'm kind of weird. I don't follow pop culture. So I'm a little bit of a geek and a nerd or whatever. And first thing I learned about him was that, who he's like, isn't he some game show host? I didn't know who he was. I don't really look up to rich people. I look up to people who have great hearts. If they're rich, that's lovely. And if they have both, that's really good. But I just don't have the values this country has, I guess. I don't know what to say. I don't look at someone who's rich and bow down to them and go, oh, you're so rich, you're so cool. No, I want to know what you are doing for your fellow human. And maybe I will then. I don't know. But him, I was like, isn't he a guy who tells people that they're fired? And he's kind of seems like a con artist. And I looked it up, and the first thing that came up was Central Park 5. And I delved into that. I was just like, oh my God, because I'm from California. Although we do get news back there. So, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the little sicko. Willie, sadly, Trump appears to be more coherent than Biden. Yeah. Ugh. Yes. Nails and glitter. Trump's positively Nick. That was weird. That was just weird. Oh, my God. I'm like, keep taking your... Sorry. Keep taking that medicine. I'm just kidding. No, it was just crazy. Here's part of the problem. And I don't know what you guys think, and I want to know. I learned a very hard lesson raising kids. probably one of the hardest lessons of my life because I am such a straight shooter. I'm a goody freaking two shoes. Never been drunk, never seen a drug in my life. It's just my personal choice. I have other people in the family who make up for all that, but you cannot play fair. And this is a lesson I've learned. You might not agree. You cannot play fair with just pure evil. Someone who is absolutely off their fucking rocker. It doesn't work. Crazy has to have more than fair. And I learned that the hard way. And I truly believe that, with all the stuff with Cambridge Analytica that Trump's doing, he has hired the offshoot of Cambridge Analytica to do psyops on Facebook. And it is, why do you think Facebook does not censor any of the political ads? Thank you, Trump. 2020 hired there. It's called something Propia. It's a new company. Long story, but he's doing psyops on our fellow humans, and I truly believe he will win again. Because he's using military grade psyops on humans. It works. Long story. I have a video on it. If you're not sure what that is, if you're like kind of new to this or something, this nation is screwed basically. Okay, let me get back to. Yeah, when he said that positive, the negative. Oh God, and he's taking. Oh, okay. They're both not good. Ghost Killer. I think I said hi to you. Maybe I did. I'm losing my mind. Thank you for being here. Global Entertainment. Lee Brunson, no, not sure about that. They are incoherent thinking about people. If you heard his last chat with a black radio station, yeah. He's kind of in and out. I don't know. I have that as one of my topics today, so I'm definitely going to get into that. Okay, keep scrolling, and I'll go back. Okay, Nails and Glitter. That was Charlemagne the God. Did I say that right? Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Show when Biden screwed. I don't know. Whoa, we're going to talk about that. Anthony, hi, Kim. I just sent you a personal message on Facebook, and I was hoping that tomorrow we could speak. There's some really great folks in British I would like to share with you. Absolutely. The only Facebook I'm on is my Angry Soccer Mom page because I happen to have a special friend who I put on, long story, I can go on their account. But so I hope that's where you put it. I would absolutely love to. I can just give you my number. The Breakfast Club. Did I say it wrong too? Thank you, Nails and Glitter. Pat, that was just uncalled for. Life of Black people is not valued in this country. They just straight out killed him. Oh, it was just yeah. Ghost Killer. I only remember from his show and seeing him on WWE TV in 2007. Really? So I'm not the only one who's like, I was like, who is that guy? Yeah, Pat, I just, it was too much to bear. I'm talking about Donald. Yes. I knew what you're talking about. So you were kind of like me, like, ew, who is this guy? It didn't take long. America has global entertainment. America as a whole is a very racist country, and this pandemic has exposed it. Absolutely. Crisis will always bring out the best and the worst in people, and we're seeing it in real time these days. Yeah, and I don't see any relief. God, you guys. Yeah. You tell the truth, my queen. Thank you. I try. Thank you. Garrett, Trump is repeating the same vile rhetoric. Biden is the one who struggles because change is uncomfortable. It's a shame. America is comfortable being arrogant, brainwashed, ignorant, and racist. Yes. Oh, yes, we are. That's why we do not like to see people kneeling. How dare they kneel when we're trying to watch Black and brown people mostly play football? See, that's when it impacts us. We don't want to think about that. We don't like to think about that. And that makes us mad. I think that's it. I'm sorry to say, I think that's it. And that's disgusting, but I think that's my take. Yep. Nails and Glitter. Biden struggles because he's used to working with segregationists and he's not used to being challenged by Black people. Yeah, I saw him on that show. Ay. What can I say? Not good. I don't know. It's like, is he trying to be cool? Like, I don't know what he's doing. He clearly is somewhere in the lower end of the like continuum, because he doesn't get that that's not funny. It's not, I don't know. He just doesn't get it. I don't know. I don't get it, but he really doesn't get it. So, hi, Bakari. Thank you for being on here. They only see my people as servants. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. Nails and glitter. Biden can't change fast enough to earn my vote. Still hope he wins, though. Yeah, I understand. I do understand. You guys have absolutely fantastic. Let me get through some steps. We have content, and I have my evil rant, as always, and I want to know what you think. Ronald, yo, hello. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Pat, anytime the Constitution, before it was changed, say that Black people are 3/5 of a human, that within itself tells you Blacks are devalued in this country. We are not even considered humans. Yeah, this nation is... Jonathan, Black people say that to one another. Wait, back up. Black people say that to one another. Okay, I'm a little lost, but I'm used to it. Most people aren't. Yep, Pat, absolutely. Black lives matter, and white folks just don't get it. And it's infuriating. And yeah, good comments. Okay. 3/5 of a human. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I mean, we're lied to, and we fall right every stinking time. All right. I have really, really quick run through really, really fast news that you probably already know anyway and don't want to hear. And then I'm going to get into content. Biden. Gotcha. Let me see. Sorry, I have to back it up. Okay, I got it. Thanks. Leslie, look out for the second wave. The suicide rate amongst white Americans will triple. They cannot take rejection. Are you talking about like white folks our suicides will go up because we can't handle like that we're racist? Or tell me more, because I don't want to read into it less. I want to read into it less, but I'm not going to. Tell me more, because I want to know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, Biden's. I do not get it. They say 80% of Black people love him or will vote for him. 3% like Trump. I don't know. We'll get into it. Really fast. I'm going to talk so fast you won't even hear it. Charges are dropped against, and this is starting way back from last week. Some of this is probably old news to you all. Most of it might be. Dropped against Breonna Taylor's boyfriend. Chief of police announced retirement that same day. The FBI took up the investigation case. South Carolina woman was charged after confronting a little girl, 11 years old. She falsely accused her of stealing from her mailbox, grabbed her arm, and then baked her cookies to say sorry. Oh my God, Psycho says what? You do not touch someone else's child. Jesus. Remember the FedEx workers? They're a pair. One had a partner and one was kind of the main person. It's on my site, who were delivering. Some dude trapped the guy inside this gated neighborhood, like a little psycho, racist, crazy person, and demanded that he be told everything. And it was absolutely insane. And then they said they got fired, but then FedEx said they didn't get fired. It was a misunderstanding. Totally crazy. Supposedly they're not really fired. A Florida woman was arrested for drowning her child, and she blamed 2 Black men. Welcome to America. All this is around this last week or two. Among the other things that we know were going on, a Black reporter was harassed and pretty much like fondled or whatever by a white man on the air who ran up to her and yelled some quotes about things he likes to grab, just like Trump on the air. How horrible. She was accosted, basically. Let me read some more, and then we will get into our content. Let me see. Garrick, if Trump wins, he will choose Supreme Court justices that will be 30 to 40 years of ruling. It can get worse, knowing that Kavanaugh, it can get worse. Kavanaugh versus police killing lawsuit. Something. He is absolutely. He has put an end to the checks and balances in our Constitution, and it is absolutely purposeful. He wants to be king. We no longer have checks and balances. The clan who surrounds him are yes people. They bow down to him. They don't want to upset him. We are in a horrible situation. I think our democratic republic, as I've said many times, and I don't know if you agree with this, Garrett, but because we've talked, it's over. I think this is late stage democracy at its most disgusting. We have allowed our racism to destroy our country. And that's that. Just my opinion. Vote not for Biden and you elect Trump. That's part of the problem. It's a really rough spot to be in. Personally, I'll just tell you really fast. You can hate me for it or whatever. I think as a white privileged person, not all racism is created equal. Trump wants to destroy our government so that he can be king and he can be an evil dictator. Okay. How do I know this? Because he is an evil dictator already. Everything he's done has been for this goal. It's very obvious, and to make money for himself. And I think Biden's not going to do that. I think Biden is racist. Yes, he is a horrible choice. But look who we have now. So, I mean, not all, it's a horrible situation. But yeah, not good. Thank you, Ronald. Absolutely great point. Truth. We in the hood don't fuck with Joe Biden or Trump. Tell me more, Bakari, because you get a vote and a lot of Black people seem to like him. I don't get it. He just seems like a person who's just going to keep status quo. He really does not get it, the whole racism thing. I mean, white folks will never get it, but he's like on the lower end. I don't know. Let me see here. But Bakari, I want to hear more what you're talking about. Pat, being locked down, white people can't handle it. Oh, absolutely. We can't handle it. Cannot handle it. You see, and I have a thing to read tonight. I hope I get to it on a woman at Berkeley who wrote something just on that. Black people know exactly what it's like to be locked down. White folks have no fucking clue. We can't handle it. We feel oppressed. Oh, we don't know real oppression. We have no idea what real oppression is. I mean, personally, I'm glad because I don't want to know, but that we cry over, when, give me a break. When I can't go out and infect everybody. They're barking at these governors. They're fighting the wrong people. The wealthiest elites like Trump and our central government and all the people who back him, they are the ones. Our nation's rich enough to keep us tided over like other governments do until this pandemic can be worked with. They just don't want to. I mean, when will white folks realize this wealthy nation picks and chooses what it gives its money to? There's a war, yahoo, we'll make more money. It is all about the wealthiest elite and making sure the white masses think to blame the brown and Black people. It is a game, and white folks are suckers to buy into it. And we've done it forever. And that is what's destroying our country. That's why I think it's over. We just can't catch on. It's just unbelievable. But okay. Yeah, Pat, absolutely. No, we can't handle it. It's kind of funny. My life hasn't changed much. I hate to say it because I work at home, but I'm laughing. One of my kids said, I've been practicing this for years. It's laughing, kind of has. It was kind of funny. But yeah, most white folks, not a chance. It's just, I don't know if it's just spoiled, arrogant, ignorant, all the above. Let me see. Willie, the majority won't run into a burning building to save someone. Courage to stand in the face of injustice is not the norm. I know. Yeah. Because if it was, we wouldn't have all these problems. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Very, very sad state. It's our culture. It's our white culture. Sorry, just saying. The reason I'm saying this is because not to blame us, but to make awareness. It's our white culture. Let's grassroot it. Let's make it change. We don't have to be selfish jackasses. We don't have to live this way. I don't want to live where my neighbor who's black could be harmed by a police at any second, any minute. No, it's not good for us either. And you think they don't do stuff to white people too? That's the thing I don't get. We white folks seem to be a little disillusioned. Disproportionately, they harm black folks, but what do you think they do to some white people? Give me a break. It's like racism isn't good for us either. We just don't get it. We just don't get it. We just don't get it. Absolutely, Will, you're right. I just keep hope in people, and it's kind of it's a fault of mine. Jonathan, black people say to each other, "You're not black if you don't like cool blind." Oh, yeah. It's awful because, see, white folks are not, that really bought into this, like, that was a very white power thing to say. It's not a white person's place to say, and I know he was joking, but he's not quite there yet. I don't think he's earned the privilege of joking like that. And I'm just saying, you might think he has. I don't. Because you see, that is, white folks don't get to tell people they aren't black enough. There's no monolith. There's no one. It's ridiculous. So he really hit a nerve there. I mean, I can imagine. I know it did with me, and I'm a white person. So, I mean, it was just, does he think that's cool or funny? Or I don't know. You can't, no. See, for white folks, and this is what I've learned, is white people are not to be trusted by most black folks because we've earned it. We have earned it. We don't deserve to be trusted. Every single black person I meet does not trust me, and I absolutely don't blame them. And you know what? They may never trust me, and I don't blame them one bit. I hope at some point they'll realize that I'm, like, for real. But you know what? A lot of people never will. And although I'll never really get it, I get it. How many times do you get burned and hurt and devastated until you say, you know what? I'm done. Just a question I'm posing. He has not earned that. And he went out there like Mr. Cool, and he doesn't know enough. He crossed the line. That's just my take. Right. And black folks can say that to other black folks. That is not my place to tell them what to say. I do not tell black people what to think, what to feel. Not my place. How in the world would I know better than a person living in a culture of white supremacy? How would I know better? Because I read a book? No. Because I talked to lots of people? No. It's not white people's place to lead. And it's not our place to be the star of the show and the hero. Way too late for that. Nope. You can't guilt me into supporting Joe. The Democratic Party hasn't earned my vote. Got it. If that's to me, stop, my friend. I will not guilt you. I'll guilt you a little. They won't get mine. Yeah, I know. No, Trump's going to win again. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get through this because I have so much to ask you guys. Let me just back off. Okay. Don, you're here. Maybe you're not here because I've been talking too long. Let me see. I'm trying to find my spot because it really scrolled up while I was blabbing. Oh, dang. I missed a lot. Sorry. Okay. They won't get mine. Nails and glitter. Give me one reason that doesn't involve Trump to support Creepy Joe. Bring it on, people. Ron, nails and glitter. Take the foul hat off. Okay. Ronald, foil. Willie, I'm voting for Biden. I will vote for Biden because I am anyone but Trumper. Do I think Biden's racist? Oh, hell yes. Do I think he is a great man? Oh, he might be a little great man in some places, but not to my standards. But Trump is a fucking monster. So that's kind of my take. We don't have good choices. This is terrible. Nails and glitter, are you offended? Not sure who you're talking to. I never get offended. I just get, no, I'm not offended by, no one has offended me. So I must be talking to someone else. Garrett, Trump is doing Russia's bidding, destroying America from within. Absolutely. Nails and glitter, you never gave one reason. I think you're having some sort of little talk in there, and I will ignore it. It's not to me, right? Because I'm out of it. Okay, I'm going to just destroy your name. Balian? What if I told you that the left and the right belong to the same bird? I'd say absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, I know. But it's like one bird tweets a little prettier than the other. I mean, what choices do we have? Our nation is screwed. And yeah, but yeah, no, absolutely. I'm yes, thank you for, that's a very sweet way to put it. Yes, that. Yeah, I know. No, we're screwed. We don't have people who care about humans. This is capitalism on freaking steroids. Well, this one don't like Biden. I know you don't, Pat. Willie, judges on the bench matter. I prefer liver judges. I'm not sure. I think I'm actually crossing over so I can't read everything. Okay. Tell me more about that because I'm not sure. Oh, I'm so out of it tonight. I apologize. I don't like Biden, but I have no other choice but to vote for him. Yeah. Same bird. Nails and glitter. Put your dukes up. I know. But my big thing is, and I'm sticking to it, I don't think Biden is going to destroy the Constitution. Yeah, he's going to be horrible for people, for Black folks. Oh, my God. But Trump's destroying the Constitution, wants to be king and turn us into a dictatorship. So it's like, to me, it's like another level. But we've talked about that. Global Entertainment, we did research on your president. He is from Long Island, New York City, and has been bankruptcy 3 more times in his, fraud since he started. No, he's a con man. He's an absolute con man. You're so funny. Yeah, no, he's Willie, liberal judges, that is. Boy, the word liberal is a tough one. A really tough one, because there's people can say I'm liberal. Well, what does that mean? I know more fake liberals than I know liberals. Let me see here. But person named Balin, that I am destroying your name. Please forgive me. You got to message me and give me the phonetics. I am horrible. Absolutely. And Ron, they have no problem giving billions to Israel. No, I know it's not good. A migraine is worse than a regular headache, I'm told. Okay, there we go. Yes. If I told you that the left and right belong to the same bird. Okay, wait, let me compare. Wait. Belong to the same bird, okay, that's, okay. Yep. No, I got that. No choice is a choice. One reason to support him that doesn't involve being against. No choice is a choice. One reason to support him that doesn't involve being against Trump, ... Okay, let me just see. Okay, I can't find it. Wah. I'll get back to that. Done. The white woman who threatened the Black couple at a Mississippi National Park was fined $250 with no jail time. The white woman who threatened the Black couple at the Mississippi. Tell me more about that, because I think I might have missed that. Ronald, it is your nature. Les, what do I mean by rejection? When you have white privilege, you are used to getting what you want, and when you want it, and that's been taken away from you over a long period of time, some turn to suicide. Got it. Yes. We have never had a real problem in our life. That kind of thing. Is that kind of what I mean? It's so funny because I know white people have problems. It's like, I could tell you about my neighbors. Oh my God. You don't even want to know. I won't say it. So full of shit. It's not even funny. Like, I know the real scoop, and then I'll look at Facebook and go, it's crazy. We are so full of shit, dishonest. That. But thanks, Leslie. I thought that's what you kind of meant. When you are this age and you've never had a real problem in your life, a real problem, you don't have the coping skills. You just don't. And when you're uneducated and you think that your governor's making you not have money, no, the governors don't have to do with that. The middle class is gone. Okay? Capitalism unchecked on steroids. It's a thing. It's not just us. The fall of Rome. I don't know what to say, but yeah, people don't get it. Les, good point. Gary, considering that for 8 years, Biden played the loyal second banana to our first black POTUS, I'll take my chances with him. Granted, he was far from my first choice, but Bernie was low on my list too. Yeah, Gary, that's kind of right. I don't think he's going to be a psychopath, okay? And like the one in the office now. I'm just saying. He's absolutely inhumane, insane. Like, there's no words. Okay. I understand. I absolutely get what you're saying, Gary. I relate. Global entertainment, putting a knee on a black man is exactly how America and Caucasians feel about African Americans. It does seem that way. Yes, it does. It's sick. Joe Biden doesn't think before he talks. I think you're right. Yeah, he's like a little too comfortable. I don't know. Yeah. Jillian, I know 45 is evil, but Biden is no better. Jillian, I know a lot of people feel that way. I don't know. I know everyone feels that way, but we've seen what, yeah, we have terrible choices. Let's all move. Seriously. Let me see. Choosing a lesser evil is still evil. Yes, absolutely. But I cannot bear to, for me personally, not voting for Biden is voting for Trump, and I will not have it. I am extremely unhappy about the choice. Please don't get me wrong. But yeah, this is terrible. We're screwed. Let's just say it. We're screwed. I'm laughing instead of crying. I don't know what to do. It's just awful. Ronald, would you be talking to me? No, I haven't, but if you're talking to me, thank you. But I'm like, please say yes. No, it's the cameras. I'm just a fat ass from staying home and doing nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Again, my life hasn't changed much because I work from home. So everyone's like, oh, it's so boring. I'm like, my life's not boring at all. I want boring. But that's very sweet. Jillian, people see Biden as the lesser of two evils against 45, but we're at the point where not choosing either. I know. I wouldn't. Open Bob, hello. Am I in Minneapolis? Nope. Upstate New York. Jim, in all seriousness, we need Trump so things get worse to the point that a critical mass of people wake up, especially Caucasians. That is a whole nother story. And I actually have heard that many times, and you might be right. The only problem is, I think he's destroying our democratic republic. He wants to be Hitler, Roman numeral II. I promise. Of this, I know is true. Narcissistic personality disorders. He is classic. He's followed He's followed every single step of the way. Academics will tell you he is a classic dictator wannabe. POTUS is president of the United States. Did somebody ask maybe? Okay. Ron, oh, me? Yes. Oh my gosh. I love you. Thank you. Okay. No. Fat as ever. Okay. Global entertainment. From what we found out is that Caucasians don't belittle other minorities like it's done to Black people. Why? Yes. I have absolutely no clue, but absolutely. For some weird, depraved reason, the people who we've historically been the most evil to, we hate them. It's like backwards. We should be bending over freaking backwards to help. I just don't get it. I have no answers for that. But yeah, you're right. They hate Black people more than it's deranged. Hate Black people. We should hate ourselves for what we've done. I mean, it's a whole long story. We have we're screwed. We have a black person. I mean, excuse me, we have a white person problem in America. Okay. And the problem is white folks have a culture of absolute selfish, arrogant ignorance and racism. And it's not a good combination. And I don't get why we are, but it's true. We are the cruelest to black people, many of whom have had ancestors that were enslaved and redlined and black coated. And I'm making up words here, but I mean, yeah. I don't get it. It's the weirdest phenomenon. Like, you think we'd be bending over backwards to, I don't get it. Very, very strange. A lot of denial, psychology, psychiatry, sociology, but yeah. Okay, let me just see here. I've lost my place. Yeah, global entertainment TV. I have no clue why but yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Willie, I'm voting against Trump. Me too. That's, yeah. Ronald, I remember when you first started, you were smaller now than you were. Yay, thank you. And I'm not giving you the good optometrist that I know that'll help you with your, no, thank you. That's very, very nice. Thank you, Ronald. Jim, the only way Caucasians believe the plight that other races have to go through is to see it on a daily basis. Yeah, and here's the problem. 3 out of every 4 white people don't have a single close friend who's not white. So they have absolutely no clue. It can't be an acquaintance, a close friend. And once it's a close friend, it will change our world. It is world changing. But until then, we love living in our little bubble of what? And then we get the propaganda. We don't know our own history. So we're very, very easily swayed to believe in propaganda and lies. We want to think the police are there to serve, just cooperate. It is unbelievable. We remain completely ignorant, out of it, arrogant, and absolutely. It's a terrible, terrible thing. I mean, we're as segregated, if not more, than pre-64. It's insane. How are we going to ever get it? And plus, the white folks, for the most part, don't want to get it. And you know what? We think we already get it. We're nice to everybody. You see, white folks don't understand. Being nice to everybody is a really lovely thought, but it will not dismantle systemic racism. No. If you're just nice to everybody, you are upholding the status quo. We're way beyond that. Be nice to everybody, treat everyone nice. It's a good idea, but these are systems. It's not about us individually. There are systems that need to be destroyed and rebuilt to include everybody. And until that happens, being nice to everybody is dangerous because you think you're doing your part. I'm doing my part. I'm nice to everybody. No, you're not. Educate yourself on a real racial history and your eyes will open up really wide if you're a white person. Let me see here. You triggered me, Jim. Don, a black couple was innocently having a picnic in Mississippi National Park when the wife of the administrator came out and threatened them with a gun. The result was a fine for $250. Oh my God, that's disgusting. I will so look it up. I've just been so into all this other stuff. I missed it. How could I miss it? That's what I am pleased. Thanks, Don, for telling me. That's this. You see, all you have to do is switch it. What if a black person came out with a gun and threatened a little white picnicking people? Yeah. You think they'd get a $250 fine? They'd probably be dead. Just saying. Let's keep it real here. That's what we're here for. Open Bob. Some people are protesting now in Minneapolis. Right now, police are shooting rubber bullets at them. Yep. Of course they are. Unbelievable. Thank you for that. Keeping us all up to date. This is not a one-way thing. I blab a lot, but oh my gosh, I learn from everybody here. And I so appreciate it. If you know information, bring it on. I want to know. And if you get it wrong, everyone will pounce on you. Just kidding. No, people will be like, that's not right. Just they'll correct you. Don't worry. Let me see. Oh, I like nails and glitter. Yay, that's so sweet. I do too. I'm backing up right now. Just kind of. Ron, 2 candidates in a row. The Democrats have stolen our choices. I like Bernie. I would have, okay, I didn't understand Bernie's thing with reparations. I was really blown away. Just like, seriously? I want to hear reasons. How could you possibly be like that? But everything else I was good with, but that just made me go, WTF. Like, whoa. He just, I don't know. That was terrible. But yeah, I would have, me too. Except for the reparations thing. Damn, I didn't get that. And I don't get it. I wish I could talk to him and ask him. I don't get it. I'll yell at him. Nails and glitter. Slavery left us a living reminder of what happened to stain their legacy. Yeah. I mean, but we don't even admit, like, we won't even face it. We won't even, it's just so complicated. We refuse to face the truth. It's just our history. I don't get it. I didn't personally do it, but I was born into it. And like my very flawed analogy, I always try to say this for beginning white folks who are learning is, do you walk by somebody drowning or slowly drowning in a pool who has a weight on their foot? No. Because you didn't build the pool? No. Because you didn't shove them in? No. Then why the hell do white people pretend they don't see systemic racism? I don't get it. It's like sick shit. I just don't get it. I have no answers. Aren't I fun? No answers. Jim, yep, it's flip-flop backwards world. I know. Yeah, it's like so insane. I know what you're talking about too. Yep. Why would we be the cruelest and most rotten to the people we were already cruel and most rotten to? Okay. White people hate us because we know that what barbarism they committed and commit as we speak. Nails and glitter, absolutely. And part of the problem is this. And of course, this is my privileged white opinion. But people say, oh, we've never apologized for this. Apologize? We won't even admit it. I'm sorry, screw apologizing. White folks won't even admit what we've done and are still doing. It's like, and this is a trigger alert to anybody. I'm going to talk about a wife spousal abuse thing. So close your ears if it's triggering. I do not mean to hurt people here. But it is kind of like a spouse smacking another spouse while they say, forgive me for beating you. It's like we're still doing it. We are so not even close to apologize. We won't even freaking admit what we've done and what we're doing. We won't even face our own history. So I mean, it's not good. Let me see. Willie, healthy people don't enjoy hurting people and animals. That is a beautiful and so true. In fact, as a special ed teacher, I can tell you, little children who harm animals, it is a very telling sign. Don't ask me how I know that. It's a long story. Okay, the kid had a stack this big, a file this big, okay? I was still reading it. It was the second week of school. Let's just say Crystal the rat learned to fly a little, but she lived. Or he. Actually, it was a boy, but they didn't. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I had, when I was younger, that. But she lived. He lived. Whatever. Okay, I'm blabbing. Leave that colorblind BS alone. Don. So many inventions by Black people, yet so much hatred. Cell phones, multiplexing, remote controls, video games, consoles. This is the craziest thing, Don. And this like gets me, just kind of gets this weird thing. White folks have done everything in their human power to oppress with redlining, black coats, sundown towns, lynch, just everything. segregation beyond human understanding, de facto, deserve every type of cruelty. Yet, look at what Black people have accomplished. Unfreaking believable. So, this is the way I look at it. Black folks in America, they're going to get their equity and their freedom. I know they will. I absolutely believe in them. But why shouldn't white folks give a shit and start like helping support it? I mean, why? Why would we sit there and watch? They're human. We're human. Let's help move it along if we can, use your white privilege to do something good and human. And I'll talk more about that in a minute because, I have a rant for you. But Don, yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. I may never get to my rant, but that's okay. Okay. Jonathan, got back to 706 comment, you be on track. I don't know what that means. I'm a little bit of a nerd. Explain it. I am happy to learn. Don, like I know I'm a nerd. It's kind of one of those things. Okay. Don, I'm used to it. Cataract surgery, heart transplants. You're going on. Okay. The traffic light, the gas mask, the oil pan, and every motor vehicle on the planet, and much more. Thank you, Don. You are always a wealth of knowledge and enlightenment and hope, actually. Hope. Nails and glitter. Sorry, random statement, not meant for anyone. Okay. I sent it to you, Kim. Okay. Ronald. Racism is learned behavior, and as long as white people keep teaching it to their children, racism will continue to thrive. Yep. Total. The cycle of racism. Cycle of racism. A sick, sick thing. We bring it to our children. Yep. It's disgusting. It's also taught in school. The school. What do you think? Yeah, absolutely. Nails and glitter. The police officers that are in schools, and I know you know this. Yeah, they really stop shooters. Sorry, no. They might once in a while, but the one thing they do that is perfectly clear is they punish and chastise Black and brown children at exorbitant rates, and they help them move in to the school to prison pipeline. So the wealthiest people who have stock in for-profit prisons, that's the sickest thing on the fucking planet, have a nice flow of little brown and Black children. It's just for things that are just being a kid. And it's disgusting. See how I get off track? This is how it happens. We'll get you, nails and glitter. Okay, Ronald. Every other race that whites have wronged has gotten reparations. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. It's a psycho thing. I don't get it. I'm older now, Jim. I'm older now, and I went to an all-white grade school and majority white high school, and now I avoid white people every chance I get. None of them understand, even if they were so-called best friends. Yeah, I don't know at that age how superficial relationships are. I mean, I know my kids, oh my God, they absolutely, but see, that's different because I've purposefully made it a point. Yes, getting good grades is great, but being a good citizen is amazing. And that is all that I try to do with my kids. And I'm not perfect. Oh, I promise you, you have no idea. God, some people might have an idea. My life's been absolutely nothing I expected. But you can teach that. And I just don't think parents are doing it. Because I know one of my kids' friends, oh my God, every one of his friends handed me this book for my birthday, I guess, kind of. The Manufacturing of Consent, the Political Economy and Mass Media. It is like, I mean, he is like the most, I mean, I'm really proud of him. He talk about picking like amazing friends, but I said, I think that generation just really gets it. And my son goes, no, Mom, it's just your little microcosm of a world you live in. He goes, they don't. I'm like, oh, rats. Okay. So he put me on my place. So yeah, Jim, you're probably right. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just always think adults will be deeper than that, but who knows? They don't want to see it. Yep. Nails and glitter. They want to pretend there's no stain on their history, and then Black people look right through the lie, and we're hated for it. Right? You reveal our. The way I put it in one of the videos was, we love football. Yes, we do. We love basketball. Yes, we do. We love Black culture with the music, and yes, we even want to get our hair like that. Talk about cultural appropriation. But human rights? Oh, now that is where we draw the line. Kind of psycho, huh? Yeah. Psycho. I think it's psycho. I have no answers for it. Okay. I am backing it up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Garrick, the media makes them complacent. Remember, race card is a deflection term to deny racism, as confronting racism is a solution to solve the problem. Yep. No, yeah, it is not good. Kind of interesting. A friend of mine, one of my friends and I are starting kind of like a podcast thing. And one of my other friends, we're kind of doing a podcasting too, and completely different. We're just trying things out. And this friend of mine happened to do an incredible, just it so happened, the last thing we did, which I'm going to try to get out tomorrow, was on police. How there's no bad apples. It's the entire bushel of apples. And he did a great thing. I was so pleased. Just such a intelligent, nice person. Blows me away every time. So I hope that you can check that out. He's had a lot of experiences and he has a lot of wisdom. I was blown away by it. Let me see here. Nails and glitter. It's self-serving and self-perpetuating. Racism twists white people into protecting the system. And Pat, not without a fight, Kim. Yeah, that's the thing I'm most scared. Racists also get threatened when they see you bettering yourself. Yeah. I have plenty of experience with racists from students and professors who didn't want you to graduate mechanical engineer masters. Damn, that's awesome. Yeah, people, it's everywhere. That's the problem. White folks don't get. It's like Obama said it was in the air, which is probably like, I kind of get that. It's in everything seems to lead back to it. Everything does. Yeah, good point, Garrick. Very good point. Caucasian Americans don't want to talk about racism or fix it because they will feel the guilt and they do not want to do. Right, absolutely. It's always about us. We can't just not make it about us. I don't get it. And actually, it is not about us. It's about us supporting true equity and equality. And I don't get it. Jamie, great show. I have to leave. Severe thunderstorm. Power's out. Oh, Jamie, I'm so happy you were here. And I have been so busy. We gotta catch up. Thank you so much for being here. He's probably gone like an hour ago. Damn, we had thunderstorms like a couple days ago. Nails and glitter. School resource officers increased tickets and arrests. When I worked in Compton, California during the LA riots, I broke up fights on the playground. My kids did this. My kids did that. They were kids. They were best friends, and 5 seconds later. It's ridiculous. Now, you do that. Oh, you get arrested. That's just like heartbreaking. It's just sick. I literally broke up a fight every recess. Always over just ridiculous, stupid things. Kids, I don't know what to say. She's all over the place today with these comments. If you're talking about me, say it to my face, bub. Just kidding. If you're not, excuse me for my misinterpretation. Caucasians in America have a serious problem with xenophobia. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, my gosh. Garrick, racism can also come in different colors. Not whites think they are better than Non-whites think they're redneck and think it's okay to participate. Ironic racism can affect them. Asians are now seeing it with Trump. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a pecking order, and I don't get it, but there is. And you're absolutely right. And my only hope is that folks who are now getting a little experience of what Black people live with every single solitary day will start understanding that we need to unite. Your civil and human rights being harmed harms mine. The fact that people don't get that is beyond me. Who do you think's going to be next? God, people just drive me crazy. I constantly am bringing up Martin Niemöller. He's the one who wrote, he was in Germany. He was a pastor. He wrote it's not really a poem, he was a professor. And he said, first they came for the unionists. I wasn't a unionist, so I didn't speak out. Next they came for, I don't know, this is a very famous thing that he did. And it is so true. Good point, Garrick. Jonathan, you're off track. I was telling to go back to comment 706, read down to be back on track. They're numbered? They're not numbered on mine. They're not numbered. So I don't know where it is. Oh, I'm missing your good comments. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. See, here's what happens. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. Don't hate me. It scrolls like crazy. Every time somebody puts a comment past the bottom, it's a long story. I don't know how people do it. It just goes like one of those gambling machines. And so I have to find my place again. I am so sorry. Gotcha. There's no numbers on mine. I'm missing good comments of yours. I am so sorry. Please keep. LOL. Kind of psycho, just a bit. Okay, Jonathan. Up. Okay, it would take me like an hour, not you. Okay, oops. I'm confused. Jim, American Caucasian culture is psycho. I don't get timestamps. Oh, thank you, Nails and Glitter. Nails and Glitter. If only I could put you on salary. Thank you. I'm such a stooge. All right. The topics I have for today are topics right. Biden. If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, you ain't Black. Okay. I need to know what the actual, what you think of that. I know what I think of that, but who cares what I think of that? I want to know what Black people think of that, and brown people and indigenous people. She likes you too. Yes, she does. She's wonderful. I adore Nails and Glitter. Okay. Number 2. It actually says number 1. Topic. What do you think? It's time for Black folks to tell us what they think. And I have a bunch of things to read that people have written in, and I want to know what you think about the insanity that's going on. And then maybe I'll get to the quarantine part. Biden and his remarks are trash. Yeah, it's just the weirdest thing. While I'm doing this crazy rant, tell me, and I'll read a little bit for people who aren't sure what's going on with Biden. And then I want to know, what non-white folks think of, I don't know, it was just weird. Like he was trying to be like Mr. Cool or something, or I don't know. I don't get him, but I'm going to go over some things that make him pretty much not so cool. Please bear with me. This is a very passionate rant of mine from the heart. You don't have to agree with it, but please know my heart is in the right place. As most people know, my main goal for this platform and the other ones, even ones I used to have that I don't have anymore. As everyone knows, my main goal for this platform is to educate white America about our real racial history. It's also to use my white privilege to provide a safe platform for Black voices, brown, indigenous, African American. Because you know what? People are crazy. They'll listen to me, a person who's never lived this, over someone who lives it right now as we speak in 2020. And I don't get that. But that's just kind of a fact of life. So I want to explain. I want you to know your voice matters. And I will do everything I can to make sure you are heard and respected. And it's not out of guilt. And it's not because I'm religious, because I'm not religious one bit. It's because being human is a gift. And no, I'm not trying to be all like, like hippie-ish on you. Being human is a gift. We have an amazing ability to use critical thinking skills. Unlike other animals, we do not have to act based on instinct alone or based on misinformation or trickery. We can have irrational thoughts and choose not to act on them because we use our critical thinking skills. But we have to want to use these gifts. And too many people do not want to use them. Thinking and changing our ideologies can be painful. It's so much easier to not question our own reality. We like that, okay? It's painful to realize that our school, our books, they're whitewashed. It's painful to know our teachers, our parents, and society have bullshitted us. Educating white America sounds so simple, but I assure you it's not. This is a system to indoctrinate white folks and everyone else pretty much too into white supremacy, okay? And it is not obvious. We are born into it and we are taken at birth. If it was easy to do, the century-old system of racism that causes death, torture, anguish, and inhumane destruction to quality of life would not be in place, alive and thriving in 2020. I want to make one thing crystal clear. Nothing that's going on today, there's nothing going on today in 2020 that hasn't been happening for hundreds of years. If you are watching and you're shocked by Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd and police brutality and discrimination, I want to point out to you that nothing has changed. You are finally noticing. I don't mean that to be mean, but it's a fact. Yesterday, due to the invention of cell phones, the world witnessed 4 Minneapolis police officers arrest a black man, then proceed to slowly murder him in broad daylight while a medium to small crowd begged and pleaded for them to stop, take your knee off his neck. You're killing him. We watched for 7 minutes while a state-sanctioned execution took place. And if you're new to this subject, please know I cannot explain to you the complexities of systemic racism to white folks in America tonight. I can't. It is huge. It is a personal journey that you must choose to take yourself. Okay? But if you're white, I can tell you that it involves the essence of every institution in America. And I can tell you it's changed in form to accommodate the times. And I can tell you that the origins of the police in America dates back to slave catchers in the South. If you don't know what sundown towns are, the Devil's Punch Bowl, Black Codes, Jim Crow, the disclaimer in the 13th Amendment, the Compromise of 1877, de jure and de facto laws, redlining, the origins of the Ku Klux Klan, lynching parties, human constructs, and I could go on and on. You don't know our real racial history. Truly comprehending the sheer gravity and depth of American racism, the system is a lifelong process. It's a commitment to a lifestyle. It's not a hobby. It takes introspection and the willingness to take us, the white people, out of the center. You drop your ego at the door and you be quiet and listen. For years, you listen and you learn, and we'll never get there. It takes a crystal clear understanding that when people talk about racism, we are talking about a powerful system. It is not about us as individuals. Saying I'm not racist is inconsequential. Are you racist is not even a yes or no question anyway. The anti-racism continuum for white folks is a lifelong journey, and we will never complete it. It takes dropping your freaking ego at the door and learning our real racial history and realizing that we are part of a group called white people now. Yes, white was made up, but most white people do not like that. They do not like to be called white because they don't consider themselves white. We consider ourselves just the norm. Everyone else is an other. This is how deep it is. Once you learn the truth about how the wealthiest elites use racism to make sure we never unite with our brothers and sisters who are brown, black, African American, and indigenous, and create a nation that actually says what it wants to do, and that is afford liberty and justice to all the people. It will take dismantling being nice to everybody, will not cut it. As racist as Lyndon B. Johnson was known for being, he absolutely understood how to control the white people. When he said, and I think I say this every show, it's totally antiquated, it's rude, please forgive me. I am quoting, if you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him someone to look down upon and he'll empty his pockets for you. And that is what we've done. White folks in America have fallen for this century after century. We've been played the fool, voting against our own best interest. And the wealthy elites thank us for our service. 9 months ago, the Los Angeles Times put out Rutgers University study, which are considered pretty good. And they said that getting killed by police is now the leading cause of death for young men in America. Rant over. Thank you for listening to that rant. Let me take some comments. Oh my gosh, and I'm scrolling back. Jonathan, I am looking for your comments in particular. Still looking. Okay. Almost there. Pat, he was trying to be hip, as they say. Oh, Biden. Yeah, it just seemed like it reminded me of like a grandpa trying to be cool and like not kind of making it like that's not telling. You don't tell black people. I mean, I know he just doesn't get it. That's a thing. White people telling black people, "Oh, you're not even black. Oh, I don't even think of you as black." It's like such an insult. It's like a thing. It's a racist classic cliche denial. And so for him to say that, damn, ouch. I mean, it really, he knows not what he speaks. At least that's kind of what it came across to me. Like, damn, that was a loaded thing he did. I don't know, but tell me what you think. Who cares what I think? I just was like, cringeworthy. I call it cringeworthy. I was like, oh my God. It's like there's something like trying to be too cool. I've tried to be too cool before. It never really works. Nails glitter. Why did he feel comfortable enough to literally define blackness? Because he feels like he owns it. Yes. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because he's white and he knows what black is. Because he's white. We all do. I mean, that's basically, yeah. But good point. That's it. That's why. Pat, and that's why we blacks need to hold their votes. Jim, I accept reality, so Biden and his remarks do not surprise me anymore. Yeah, I haven't really followed Biden, so I was kind of surprised. Greetings, Yugo Swaked. Thank you for being here. And I know I butchered your name, and I apologize, but I'm happy you're here. Jim, I expect the absolute worst to happen in America in relations to racial integration. I accept reality. Yeah, and my privilege allows me to not. And that is white privilege. Because I just can't fathom that this is the best white folks can do, is to be racist as fuck and destroy our nation. People say, oh, you hate white people. No, I believe in white people. And this is not our best. If this is our best, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. That's all I have to say. But yeah, it's a privilege to be able to, oh, I have hope. Yeah, that's me. I realize it. Well, blacks have been noticing it. Pat. Nails and glitter. Exactly. The Dems think we have nowhere else to go. I'm done supporting the National Dems without a major overhaul of the party. Local elections matter. Pat, whoa, it scrolled again, darn it. Oh, I'm back. When blacks say they have been racially discriminated against, whites often say they are just being too radical. Yeah, it's just denial. It's a lifestyle. Just like, can you imagine? Of course you can. I want white folks to think about this just for a second. And, a lot of people watching right now probably already have thought about this, but imagine you feel a certain way. It's your reality. You've lived it your whole life. And some person who has no fucking clue what they're talking about tells you, chill out. Come on. Get over it. You're being really extreme. You're so dramatic. It's like, I don't condone it, but I understand what turns little Miss Hand into little Miss Fist. That would piss me off. How dare they? I had a friend, he's still alive, he's still my friend, who he lives on the edge of a golf course, and he's a black man, really, really smart guy. Somebody called him the N-word on his backyard because he backs up to a golf yard. Like, how dare they? And he told his white friend neighbor, and his neighbor told him to chill out. What an incredibly, wow. I just was blown. I wrote like this in my writing days. I couldn't believe it. I actually did a video on it, one of my first videos. How dare he? That's all I have to say. Psych, it's not all I have to say, but yeah, I wrote this whole, oh God, that was just, yeah, we just deny. Dave, hello, if you're still here. I cannot believe that there were no arrests made for those cops in the Twin Cities. What part of I can't breathe do these cops not understand? Great to see you too, Dave. I hope you're still here. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was just, this is the worst thing I think I've ever seen. And I'm so lucky that that's the worst thing I've ever seen. But it was the people begging, just saying, I wanted, this is terrible. I wanted somebody to just say, please, just go into his face and say, please. They probably would have gotten shot though. Please stop it. You're killing him. Like, I wanted somebody close to say, please, like start screaming, you're killing him. I mean, young black men. Jonathan, nails and glitter. It's called gaslighting. Garrick, Joe Biden owning his mistakes and apologizing is the first step to moving forward. He will move on versus Trump will not apologize and will remain the same as complacency is dangerous and nothing changes. That's a really good point. A really hard one to digest. My last rant, that's so funny. I'm just laughing. My last rant was on white folks who apologize for their racist behavior is the most disingenuous thing on the planet. So it's kind of funny, but things are all relative. You're correct. Great point, Garrick. I am very happy you're here tonight. You're right. But I mean, you can't see, my point is this. You can't apologize for that kind of thing because you see, I mean, it's good that you do, I guess, but what you say is how you think, and how you think is how you feel. You can't apologize for your feelings. You're indoctrinated into believing that you are better than somebody else. It's like this whole feeling. So apologizing in itself is disingenuous. You don't talk about being sorry. You show you're sorry. It's just my take. So you can talk is cheap. But Garrick, you're absolutely, I get it. It's all relative in the comparison. But yeah, talk is just so cheap. Anyone can, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're sorry you got caught, basically. I'm just not buying it. I'm not Miss Perfect, but boy, you do something like that, you show that you're sorry by educating yourself and standing up for what's right. It's because they never had it done to them. Well, some people cannot learn vicariously, and that is a pity. Dave, back in late 2016, the U.S. ranked 28th in human rights. I think we're about 70th now. That's actually nice to say we're 70th. Trump voters still won't care. If the they are next to his name, I bet he'd still get 45% of the vote. Here's the thing, and this is like, of course, my take. Trump had them at racist. The minute they found out that he is a racist bastard, nothing else mattered. Okay? That is who we are at the core of our being in America. Nothing else mattered. They had found their leader that they were looking for since the Civil War. They found that he was racist, and after that, nothing else mattered. And that's the only conclusion I can come to. If you have a better one, let me know. Let me see here. Great comment though, Dave. Global government, since we are living in terribly uncertain times, how and what good do you think will come out of it after the fact? That's a loaded question. I think that we're kind of doomed. I don't know what to say. I think Trump's circumventing and destroying our Constitution. He's destroying our Constitution. And I think, I don't know a lot about politics, to be honest. I've never wanted to know much about politics. I can't stand politics. The only reason I even talk about politics is because of him, because everything he does has to do with racism, bigotry, inequality, and corruption. And those are the four things that I talk about. It's kind of a lot. And I never talked about politicians before, maybe like once in a while, but now I have to learn all this political stuff. The word politician to me is even like, it just means you're fake. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a humanist. That's all I am. I am not a liberal. I am not a Democrat. I try to be the most humane I can in everything I do. It's that simple. I don't know what's going to happen, but late stage democracies either go much more democratic socialist or socialist Democrat. I get them mixed up, or you go dictatorship. It's whoop, one way or the other. I think that's where we're at. And quite frankly, I don't think this nation can take another 4 years of him. I think we're done. I mean, I don't think we could take another minute of him. But we can't take 1 minute of the guy. But yeah, good question. You have the best questions. I have no idea. It's a very, very uncertain time right now. We have a lot going on and we need leadership, and I don't see it happening. This is a really tough spot we're in, you guys. Dan, oh, I hope you're here. Yay, that would be awesome if you're here. White America won't apologize for what they did years ago because they never stopped doing it to this day. You just quoted me. Yep, exactly. I don't know if you were here. I just said it like that. We are still doing it. Of course, we're not going to apologize. We won't even admit we're doing it. Absolutely. I love people who say the same thing I say. Yeah, I just said that too. I love people who agree with me. Yep. Thank you, Dan. Awesome. Jonathan, they do that to us all the time. Knee on neck. But they usually let up. Oh yeah. I mean, that's like sick. That's how you kill somebody. No shit, Sherlock, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, they murdered him. They knew. I've never seen anything like. All murders are bad, but this was a 7-minute murder. It wasn't like a quick thing. He said, no, he had time to think. He had time to, oh God, I can't even, it's just extremely upsetting. He had time to like process what he was doing. And those people, nobody went up to him and said, like shoved him off and said, my God, you're killing him. I don't know. T-Bone Beats, humanist. I like that. Thank you. I just made it up. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't just make it up. Yeah, that's really effed up. As a person, I mean, I'm not like trying to toot my own horn here, but okay, like I took like 10 years of martial arts. You can do things that don't kill people The guy wasn't even moving, for God's sake. I mean, there's no excuse. But like, I'm just nobody. And I know techniques that don't kill people. The man murdered him. It's just, Pat, this is the indoctrination of how America was born. Nails and glitter. I'm not accepting this BS apology. There is no moving forward with someone looking down at you. Yeah. Well, are you talking about Biden? He always apologizes. Well, I have a whole spiel to, yeah. Thank you again, T-Bone. It's hard. Lots of labels, I don't know. I am who I am. I really, really do my best. Dan, you've been here for 5 minutes. Yay, I miss you. Garrick, this is how you move forward, coming to the table and getting uncomfortable. And that's actually, Garrick, you have a lot of wisdom. You're right. I just want to be mad. But yeah, no. White supremacists have a voice. These white supremacists have a voice. Let's not make them get louder. Trump losing is the first step to shutting them up. It sounds logical. People are very emotional about it. I totally get it. I am not judging. Nails and glitter, I'm not judging you. I swear. I don't have the right to judge you. I mean, yeah, I want Trump out. And I wish everyone would just get him out. But I'm not here to set your reality. You can judge me just as easily as, I get it. It's just, we're in a really rough spot. And it didn't happen overnight. It's much bigger than any one of us, sadly. But it will be a race war, Pat. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you for saying something. A race war. That is what I'm wondering. Is that? Here's a question. And I was going to pose it later on, but it's getting late. Are we at the point, maybe like a long time ago, like years and years ago, are we at the point where there's no chance that people will just start acting human, and that we are literally going to have to shed blood and have a race war, redo the whole Civil War like it was, and this time make it stick? I don't know. What do you think? I have to say, when I saw the Black Panthers go to Ahmaud Arbery's place and show I am so not into guns. You know it, but if you know me, you know I'm not. But I'm also into being real. I have come personally to the point where, is that maybe where we're at? And I'm not encouraging it. It's not my place. But these people won't listen. They won't care. They won't act human. I don't have any answers, and it's frustrating. And maybe it's like using fire to fight fire. I don't know. Nails and glitter. I disagree. Dems had plenty of time to address the police, and now you want to move forward with them here with Creepy Joe. Yeah, this police thing is, I've done like 4 or 5 videos. We have solutions. We will not use them because we're sickos. There's solutions. Some white folks go, oh, there's just no solutions. Yes, we have solutions. Other people don't murder their own citizens with impunity, making sure that they get mostly Black people, brown people, and indigenous people. No, that is us. There are solutions. We won't use them. Nails and glitter. Ask again. Please give me one reason that has nothing to do with Trump to vote for Creepy Joe. I can't. None. What's Joe going to do? Care. Supreme Court, that's 30 years and more. Oh, okay. And more of your rights can be taken away. Creepy Joe, they prove Tara Reid is lying. Okay. I think, Garrick, I think he just did that. Trying to save the Supreme Court is a good point. Good point. That is a non-Trump reason. But Nails and glitter, you're not going to switch your opinion. Come on, stop that. But our rights are violated by the police every day, and it's never a hate crime. It should be. I can't believe those people are walking free, actually, to be honest. Why aren't they arrested? And what the hell? Anyone else who murdered somebody on camera, well, people begged them to stop. would be in prison so fast. And if it was a black person, they'd probably be dead. This is so screwed. Oh my God, with Ahmaud's case and this poor soul. Oh my God. I posted a video today on my YouTube channel of a video he did before he was murdered. And it was really sweet. It was really, really sweet. And he was just telling the young kids to stop trying to fight each other and be real and you know. And I posted it because he was a human being who had a family. And they just took his life away on purpose. Gary says, Garrick, exactly. Joe would appoint better judges. Jonathan, no more Democrats. We black do live in those rat infested. No more Democrats. We blacks do live in those rat infested inner cities Trump spoke of, and he was telling the truth, but how the Democrats flipped that. Tell me more. I want to know what you have to say. Yeah, I mean, now I know if you're white and you're watching right now, your head must be spinning. If this is like your first time dealing with this kind of subject matter, there's a lot of shocks. White folks, our government at the city, state, and national level created inner city poverty on purpose. I'll say it one more time. Our government created inner city poverty on purpose through redlining and many other means. Okay, this was on purpose. Now that's kind of a shock, so you probably want to sit down now, but we did this, and now we don't give a shit. So it's just, I don't know. Okay, Garrick says, a race war is what white supremacists want. It's the Turner Diaries, a Bible for them. Ting McVeigh, the OCK, yeah, right, federal. I mean, I don't know. I don't have answers. I don't know. But Garrick, you are making incredible points tonight. I am like really, really pleased that you're here. I know sometimes you can't make it because you have the I think this Toastmasters like that, but which is really cool. But awesome points. Nails and glitter. Supreme Court affects white people, not us. We don't have the same rights as white folks to begin with. Nails and glitter. Asking black people to vote for white comfort is insulting. Okay. And you know, I'm not sure if people mean it that way or not. I mean, I don't think any white person in their right mind who's educated thinks Biden is comfort. I just think Trump's going to just become a dictator. And I think if we think things are bad now, oh, he's got plans. He's a sicko. He's like, he wants to be Hitler. I mean, before they shut his second ex-wife up, no, his first one of them, she went on an interview and said that his favorite book is one of Hitler's books, and it was always on his nightstand. And I absolutely believe her. And she said this way before he ever became, Mr. 45. So you should hear some of the stuff he said before he became, oh my God, he's totally pro-abortion. It's like he did interviews. He never shut up. He's a eugenicist. Don't even get me going. It's like, but nobody cares. The white folks don't care because he had them at racist. He understands us. Nothing else mattered after that. I'm just saying. It's as simple as that. It's not complicated. That's why nothing he does will stop his followers. That's all I can think of. Why else would normal IQ people be this insane and cruel and inhumane? No comments. I just don't even. The solution is by addressing poverty, not more racist policing. Okay. I think I just like skipped 20 people, but oh no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yay. I was actually there. Nails glitter. Yeah. I mean, one of the things to appease white folks we can do, which is, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, is by, and it really has become, economics is so intertwined, is making it about economics. And that's what it actually really is. And that would help everybody. And it's just so complicated. God, it's so complicated. But yeah, absolutely. The poverty thing is huge. Just huge. Being a true humanitarian is absolutely how we feel about the world we live in. That was Global Entertainment TV. Nails glitter. Can't be a humanitarian for people that walk on you. Right. I'm not saying not have boundaries and all that. Yeah. I mean, you got to, right. Garrick, those cops losing their job is the first step. I was surprised they actually lost their job. Not that they didn't absolutely deserve it, but we never do that. It's not what we do. What I saw personally, and I know this probably isn't following the law, but those 4 men should be in prison, sitting in a cell, talking to their attorneys. They murdered somebody in cold blood, and it wasn't just. They had time to think about it, and that's what makes me so pissed off. There's no passion. They sat there looking at him. 7 minutes. Don't even get me started. But Garrick, you're right. You're so level-headed. I'm not. I'm not level-headed. I don't want to be level-headed. I'm just, yeah. You really are level-headed. It's good. These cops losing their jobs first step. There's a good chance they're getting prosecuted. Videotapes help. He complied and still died. The jury needs to have the courage to convict them. Oh, I would love. Well, they'd never pick me on the jury. I'd walk in and go guilty. And I'm not normally like that. I really do believe people deserve their fair. I mean, people. I'm just keeping it real here. Okay, they murdered him in cold blood on purpose over a 7-minute period. And I'm not going to say they didn't. Yes, they deserve a trial. Yes, they deserve their, absolutely, because that's what we do. But do I think they did it? Oh, yeah. There's nothing anyone could say to me would be like, oh, well, that's why they did it. Okay, no, that was just barbaric. But yeah, Garrick, you are the voice of reason, which I like. Jonathan, Chicago killing every day. Trump said, let's send our troops to stop them. Democrats say no troops with no solution. And again, just no troops. Yeah, no, I mean, we need leadership. The Democratic Party is pathetic. We need leadership. We have no leadership in either party. If you can consider Trump leadership, I don't. But yeah, no, good point. Jonathan, great point. Garrick, they also gave the banks permission to practice discrimination against African Americans. Oh, yeah. Yep. And let me tell you, one of the last videos I did was on Mark Zuckerberg, who has a patent to use. He's never used it, supposedly. It'll probably be completely illegal. He has a patent on a way to use your Facebook friends and social media friends to redline you. You will be judged and told whether you get a loan or not based on this patent that he has. He has like a patent number and everything based on your friends' incomes. So he'll take all your friends, not you, add them up, and there's a certain formula he will use to decide if you get a loan. And he is probably at some point going to use it. It's a patent he's had for 3 years. It's in one of my videos. I couldn't believe it. There's no love lost between me and that man. We're not on a first name basis. He doesn't know me, but okay. The solution is addressing the government instituted poverty, not troops. Very good point. Jonathan, Democrats have failed blacks and said Republicans are the racist ones. Trump said, y'all blacks live in rat-infested inner cities run by Democratic truth. No more Dems in office. Trump has a lot to prove. Okay. Jonathan, not just showing us Democratic failures. Right. And Jonathan, my thing personally, I think he's mentally ill. He's incapable of, I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I think he's a mentally ill person. I don't think he's capable of, I don't think he even want to be president, to be honest. But let me jump into, I really want to get to people's comments, and it's getting super late. And I don't mean people's comments there, which I'll always want to get to, but some people wrote some very, very cool comments. And it is getting super late, and I know people are probably going to like start going to sleep. But what I might do is save them for next week and gather more. Garrick, poverty is a significant factor too. Poverty affects everyone, as every one of us can lose it all. Also, poverty is a threat to racism. Racism loses part of its pull, as people will see everyone trying to get out. Jonathan, I see laughy faces. Teach me. I don't get it. I want to understand what you're saying. I actually really do. I just explain, teach me if I'm doing something that you think's funny, or I don't know. I'm not trying to be like mean or whatever, or not nice or whatever. Yeah, poverty is huge. And some people think it's even more important than anti-racism. So it's getting late. It's time to say so long for us. Until the next time you do, thank you so much, Global Entertainment, for being here. Thank you. You're funny, that's all. Oh, yeah, I'm a riot. I just, okay, I'm fine with it. I've been called worse. Somebody told me I should shut up and take a glass of shut the fuck up. And I thought that was the funniest thing. I don't know why. He goes, you should go get a glass of shut the fuck up. I just don't know. I have a weird sense of humor. I said, that's rude, but that's so funny. I'm going to use that on somebody. But yeah, I'm a little weird. I admit it. Good thing, like, okay. We have to talk, Jonathan. I want to probably wrap it up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the stuff and say goodnight. Not to be rude, but I know people are like, oh my God, shut this lady up. I cannot thank you enough. I have so much more to do. I have Biden stuff. I'm going to save everybody's comments for next week. And that's comments on, I like you. Okay already. Oh my gosh, you are funny. Jonathan, you are hilarious. Seriously. You're not shy. I love it. It's so kind of cute. I am actually extremely shy. So it's kind of funny. But racism and like hate bring out the crazy in me. So thank you for everybody. If you want to support what I'm trying to do, Neil, you have been hiding. I didn't think you were here. Oh, I'm sorry you've been sick. That's terrible. But please consider supporting, trying to get like people who want to educate white folks. It's a long shot, but you know what? I'm not going to sit here and do nothing and just watch that. It's too much to bear. So I'm going to try. So if you support me trying, please watch videos, send them to white people you know, anonymously, so they don't hate you. No, they can hate me instead, which is absolutely fine. But I love you for being here. This means the world to me. And people watch this in reruns, like when I put it on, and they're silent, but they learn. White folks learn from this, I promise. Everything you guys said, people learn from you. So it really matters. Thank you. Thank you so much, Nails and Glitter. And Ronald, thank you so much. I am thrilled. Please subscribe, watch videos. Some of my videos are obnoxious. They're like rants like a crazy psycho lady. And some of them are so proper and nice and teaching. And some of them are just somewhere in between. I have something for everybody. All right. Dan, you're still here. Sweet. Jonathan, absolutely. Absolutely. If nothing else, maybe some white person will see me talking and say, wow, she talked about racism. She's still alive. She survives every time. I guess maybe it's not so bad because we are at such a low level. Just, we won't even talk about it. We got to talk about it. We've been not talking about it for centuries. White folks, let's step up to the plate. Garrick, thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Don't be a stranger. Write to me. Say hi. I will get back to you. I'm so bad. I'm always so confused. But anyway, thanks for tonight. This was absolutely amazing. Such crazy times. Oh my God. Crazy. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Nails and Glitter. Thank you. And I apologize if I skipped anybody. It is not on purpose. I am just not organized enough to do that on purpose. All right. Good night, everybody.